Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today's video we're just going to be talking about what equipment to use, and my answer is very simple. Use all of it. Try everything you can. So the question that a lot of people ask is what machine you use, what power supply you use, what voltage you work at, etc. And it all comes down to what works best for you. Okay, so if you are a fast liner, then you will work at a certain voltage and have your machine tuned in a certain way. If you are slower, then you'll have it tuned a different way. So there's no set rules for it. Okay, so that's just one of the things. Now regarding using clones or the real deal, Chinese coil machines or expensive brand ones, etc. I think you should always invest in yourself. Okay, so you should try and use as many as you can and see what works for you. If you don't have a whole lot of money, you can build your own machine, but you do have to know or have the knowledge to do so. If you're trying to build a machine from tutorials on YouTube and trying to learn how to tattoo from tutorials on YouTube, it's not going to be an easy ride. You're going to fuck up some people's shit. Okay, so but I will show you what I use, and we'll go from there. So basically, for lining, I like old school machines. I like coil machines, heavy machines. So this is what I use. I bought this machine from a national builder about 5 years ago, and I've actually used it for lining ever since. It's a trustworthy machine. I do use it for color packing as well sometimes. Okay, so there you go. So I bought this one because I saw the frame was the same. I bought it off a British builder. This one has a few different things. The springs are different gauge, and the armature bar is copper. I put these converters on so I can use it with just one cable. Okay, but basically I use this one for lining as well. It's not as strong, and that is probably due to the armature bar being copper. It's much lighter, but then again you do have better conductivity. Okay, so I use those two for lining. I don't use any rotaries for lining, just personal preference. I have tried them and I get better results with coil machines. Okay, so doesn't mean it's a rule. That's, you should try everything. Okay, now I do build my own machines as well. This one here was built on a Chinese frame. Now it is an aluminium frame, so you do need a good yoke. You do need to change the coils up, new springs, and then the rest is just cosmetics. But basically that's what I did. So I used the frame, I used this as a color packer. I used the frame, I changed the coils out and the springs. I used the same armature bar and it works fine. Okay, I do only use it as a color packer, so it's a really strong machine. This one I also built on a frame I bought online. You can get it on eBay. It doesn't matter if they are Chinese or not. It matters the geometry of your chassis is what matters. Okay, so I got a Bulldog frame, put some coils on it, armature bar spring. So I built this one from the ground up, but all you need to do is source out the right components. Okay, regarding clones and stuff, I do try them out. They are very similar, most of them are very similar to the real deal. So if you're looking at buying a new machine, if you try the clone out, it will be pretty close, and the real deal can only be better, right? So obviously don't go for the cheapest clone you find, but and I'm not advocating using shit stuff, but you can get a feel for what the machine is going to work like. Okay, so I'll give you an example. The first cartridge pen style machine I got was one of these. It is crap, but in saying that, I did get 2 tattoos out of it before it kind of went tits and doesn't work properly anymore. So it did pay for the machine, I guess, if you're looking at it that way. And then I got a Neds one, which is a UK based company, but I mean, that's just my personal preference. I tried this machine, I liked it, I bought it, and that's what I use for shading. Okay, so color packing and lining, I still go to my trustworthy coil machines. So the same thing with this one here. So what I got this one as a clone as well. You can see it's not a real one. To try it out. Now people say these are very close to the real thing. They are very strong machines. I didn't particularly like this machine, so I'm glad I didn't buy the real one, or I would have flogged it already. Okay. Now things to stay away from, and I have loads of these that people have been giving me during the years, so I just keep them on display because they look cool anyway. They shit machines, but anything that's got a bent frame on it, like you can see how thin the metal is compared to a good machine. Okay, so anything that's got bent frame, it's made out of sheet metal instead of being a cast frame. Okay, obviously the coils are crap as well, the springs probably crap as well, so there's not much you could use on one of these. Don't buy them, they shit. Okay, now having said that, this is also a cheap frame you can get like for 20 bucks, but as you can see, well, you can't see it's heavy, but it's a cast iron frame, so it's a heavier frame. The geometry is all right. It will reduce vibration. Everything lines up. Okay. These things tend to be bent everywhere, and you know that they're made in a bending machine or whatever, press brake or brake press or whatever you want to call those machines. But you know, this is cheap, but not good. This can be fairly cheap and okay if you build it. Okay, so I use this one for lining with anything from 3 round liners to about 9 round liners. Anything above that, I don't use this one. I have stronger machines for that. Okay, so any questions, just hit me up. I'll try and answer them in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button, press share, don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.